I'm going to say about future media, because right now it's being used for that mostly. So I believe AI is neither good or not. It's a tool. And like any other tool, it depends on how we choose to use it. So in media and storytelling, AI can enhance accessibility, streamline process, and help elevate voices that might otherwise be overlooked. But we must be intentional. We must be leave the authenticity, because this cannot be automated. AI Magazine, we use AI to support, not to replace. I'm gonna be clear. To support, not to replace, because we cannot replace the human soul behind every story.
The next wave of business leaders won't just use AI, they'll master momentum with it, starting now. Welcome to the Mastering AI Momentum Show, where visionary founders and driven business leaders turn artificial intelligence, automation, and scalable systems into real growth, real scale, and real freedom. If you're ready to break bottlenecks, reclaim your title, and scale smarter, this is your playbook. Let's dive in. Here are your hosts, Allie Porter and Elise Smith.
Welcome to the Mastering AI Momentum Show, where today's top entrepreneurs are showing you how to scale smarter, evolve faster, and navigate the future of business with or without AI. I'm Elise Smith, and I'm here with the amazing Yadira Gonzalez Muñoz, and she is a powerhouse of resilience, purpose, and transformation. Born in Colombia, raised between Ecuador and the US, and now based in Belgium, she's a proud single mom, grandma, best-selling author, inspirational speaker, and founder of I Am Magazine International, which you guys have to look up because it's absolutely amazing. I had a chance to be a cover on her magazine, and wow, just what an incredible experience. So after a life-altering car accident in 2010 left her unable to walk, 19 surgeries and 12 years of struggle led her not just to walk again, guys, but to rise stronger than ever, which you can see in this amazing woman that you're going to learn more about. She turned her pain into purpose, creating platforms to help others share their stories and heal. And in 2024, she faced her deepest loss, the passing of her 27-year-old son. Oh, that makes me want to cry. Yet, even in grief, she continues to walk with bold faith, helping others rise from the ashes. Yadira is here to remind us that every story has power and every voice can transform the world. So thank you so much for being here, Yadira. I'm so excited to be able to learn more about your story and share you with our audience.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. We are so happy to share our platform, and we're so happy to be here. I am happy to be here. And of course, also honored to have you. When we were just starting at the beginning of the magazine, you were on the cover. So we have gone a long way now.
Yes, exactly. So if people are not aware of what I Am Magazine is, please tell us more about that because they need to know.
Well, yes, I Am Magazine is mostly a platform for helping people to hear their voice, to share their experiences. And not only that, but to help others heal the same way that we can heal telling our story, our challenges, our struggles. That the I Am Magazine is for that, is to share your story. So one person, only one person, if it's able to change their life by reading your story, it will be wonderful. So yeah, it is a digital magazine. It's about personal development and also sharing amazing story to help others become the best version of themselves. So yeah, it's a platform to help you a little to everything.
I love it. And it is just so powerful. I mean, you have to look up, is it just i-m-magazine.com, right? Perfect. I love how you have that as your background. And we, of course, will put that in the show notes as well.
On this side.
Exactly. I love it. So how did you get started with entrepreneurship in general, and then how that led to this magazine?
Well, my journey in entrepreneurship didn't begin with a business plan. As you told, you share a little bit of my story. It began with survival, with pain, and eventually with purpose. As you mentioned, well, in 2010, after a devastating car crash caused by a drunk driver, and when doctors told me I would never walk again, but follow 12 years of surgeries, pain, healing, and deep, that's the most important, deep spiritual awakening. So each step of the recovery was more than physical. It was the rebuilding of my identity, my spirit, and my sense of purpose. And this is how I discovered my I am. And in that darkness, I discovered something powerful, that when we are willing to share our truth, raw or unfiltered, we create healing, not just for ourselves, but for others. And that's when the seed of I Am Magazine was planted. After a prayer asking for answer, I was like, please, I want to help people. I want to reach others. And this is how the magazine came to life. And I didn't set out to start a media platform. I set out to create a sacred space where voices could be heard, where stories could be seen, and where resilience could become a collective mirror. From my own pain emerged my soul's work, and that's how I Am Magazine International was born.
What an incredible story. And I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. But at the same time, like you were able to, with God, of course, turn your mess into your message like that, turning that pain into purpose. And I think a lot of us really get started, whether, I mean, different degrees of pain, right? Yours was very much extreme. And it just breaks my heart that you had to go through that. But everything happens for a reason. But even if it's just a pain, as in, man, I don't see this out there in the world and I'm going to create it, right? Like every purpose comes from some kind of catalyst. And I love how you just took that and went outside of yourself, right? It wasn't just for you that you made this magazine and this platform, but because you knew other people were hurting and you wanted to support them too, right?
Exactly. That's the message. That's the way people heal, write your story, tell your story, but at the same time, you're helping someone else to heal or someone else to say, wow, if this person did it, I can do it too. She's going through this. I thought I was the only person, but no, there's so many others going through the same struggles or challenges or any other thing. And we always think we're alone, but we're not.
Yeah.
We're not. There's so many other people having the same issues and struggles and they don't know how to get out. But if one person got out of it and there's the story, then you're going to help that other person and say, well, like I said before, if she did it, of course I can do it too.
Yes.
It's about sharing the love, the purpose, the challenges, the struggles, and the winnings, of course. It's not like I am a victim, I'm victorious. See how I came out of where I was before,
Yeah, absolutely. I love everything that you're doing. And AI can mean artificial intelligence, but on this show, we also are dual meaning it to be authenticity and impact. And that authenticity is where, like, your story gives you that authenticity, right? You've been through that and you know how important it is to know you're not alone and to be able to bolster other people's faith at the same time. And the impact you're making because you've chosen to put it into a business model is just incredible. How many viewers or subscribers do you have? I don't even know what the number would be.
Yeah, I don't know the number either because we have different platforms and they come from every platform and our magazine is digital. So we also share it. People share it. So it just comes from everywhere. And I know you have a lot of readers and we have readers from 100 or now 120 countries. So it is growing. It was a surprising for us that 49% of the readers were men.
Really?
Yeah. And we also had men on our cover because they were like, okay, Yadira, we know that your magazine is for women, but we would love to be on the cover. We realize that there's a lot of men that want to read about personal development, about the stories, about the challenges and struggle. And sometimes we women are going through this. We are able to speak about it. We talk about it, but I believe that men don't. So I are more reserved. So from January 2026, we have created together with a partner, men's division.
Oh, congratulations.
Men for men.
Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Especially because it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, like you still need support. You still need to know that you're not alone. And what I love about the fact that you have done it in two different ways is that you can meet people where they're right? Like even if the men are reading the current I Am magazine that's more geared toward women, they're going to get amazing things out of it. But when you start to kind of separate those two, then you can really focus on the message that those particular, genders need. And I think that that's really cool. So I love how you're expanding. And that's actually perfect because that's where I want to go next. So thinking back to when you first started the magazine, what were some challenges and trials that you had to overcome in order to be able to get the success that you have now?
A lot of challenges, struggles, and things, but scaling I Am magazine wasn't about going big. It was about going deep.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
I focused on building community, not just audience. And from the beginning, we prioritized storytelling that mattered, voices that move, voices that elevate and ignite purpose. And then it began aligning strategically, and we created systems and launched signature offers like the I Am Media Ready method that we are launching it pretty soon, and build partnerships that honor the soul of the brand. So that is important, partnerships, because This is the way that we started it, growing and scaling, getting partnerships with wonderful people. And all these together with, I'm going to say, my partner in crime, which is Jennifer, my sister, my right hand. Not to forget all the collaborators and contributors that share their experience, their expertise month by month inside the magazine. So this, I didn't do it alone. It's a whole team. And of course, we have to see the social media and all these other things that we have to create. So it has been a challenge. It has been struggling. It has been already 5 years that we are doing this, but we started attracting global collaborators, writers, leaders, and healers. We didn't just say, okay, this is just a Belgium company or we're a Belgium magazine. We want to go big. It was not about going big for all the rest, but for helping people, like I say, and all these people aligned with our mission. Instead of chasing visibility, we focused on building resonance, and that's what created momentum. So the real tragedy, I think it was strategy, integrity, clarity, and alignment. We didn't just grow a brand, we held and we're still holding a vision and building a movement. And today, I Am Magazine reaches thousands across continents, like I tell you, which is for inspiring, for transforming, for empowering everyone who reads it, everyone who is in the magazine with every edition. So yeah, struggles, many. When we start, there's so many struggles. You don't know which one is the right platform. You don't know who are you going to be partnered with, because I'm going to be honest, sometimes you partner with the wrong person and then you say, well, no, this is not the right person I want. So we had to get rid of that person. Thank you very much. It's not you, it's us. And then just find the right partnership. And for example, right now that we're starting in January, the men's division, we partner with this wonderful man that has a platform so big, and he wanted to be part of this amazing journey. So we are so happy. So yeah, one of the best things is partnering with the right person, right people. And not only one, you can have so many different partners. And that's how we did it. And we are still doing because we keep on having partnerships with so many people. So yeah, a lot of challenges and struggles, but that doesn't mean that you have to quit or you have to stop. Just keep on going because you're gonna make it.
And it doesn't even mean that you're on the wrong road, right? Like it's just there are bumps on the road and that's how it goes. But it's great that you're focused on the partnership side because as we've been talking about this whole time, you're not alone. Even in business, you don't have to be alone and you don't have to white knuckle it and do it. I'm sure you have a whole team that helps you, right?
We do have a wonderful team. So it's growing and growing. And sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, it's too much. Now what? But that means it's going well and it's going good. So it's a positive outcome, success. And I just want to recommend everyone, don't give up, keep on going. Sometimes it's difficult, but at the moment that is difficult, you will rise,
Yes, exactly. I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice. And so, you kind of just do that. But I think in choosing to rise and, not letting it stop you, that's where you really get that power and that strength and that story to be able to share with others, which I know you guys are so beautiful at telling. So I want to focus on your processes and just how you really do build what you've built in the back end. Are there any particular things that if someone is trying to build a magazine or just business in general, when it comes to your process that you're like, these are my golden tips for you? Anything around process you want to focus on?
Well, first of all, you have to find the right platform for your magazine, because we have been going through different platforms until finally we found the right one. It's not about talking bad about other magazines, but there are these magazines that are just a PowerPoint, a PDF. But if you really want to create something powerful, a real magazine, there's so many wonderful platforms out there where you can have your magazine done perfectly or done better than just a PDF program. There's so many other platforms that you can use. And of course, your goal. What is your goal? What do you want to do with this magazine? Is this magazine for fashion? Is this magazine for learning? Is this magazine? So for me, was empowering others, transforming others, inspiring others. This magazine is completely about personal development. And you have to know what is that you want to share on your magazine. What is it that you want to reach? My goal, my reaching is helping others, be known for their story and be able to help someone else. So yeah, it's about what is it that you want to create. It's easy. I mean, it's easy to create a magazine. The step, okay, I'm not gonna say that you have struggles and challenges, but the moment that you really have what you really want to do, then you will do it. And if you're a good designer also.
Yeah, absolutely. And your magazine is so beautiful too. I mean, that was one of the first things that stood out when I was going through it, even years ago. And now I just checked it out and it's even better than it was before. So I love the fact that you really give that magazine feel as opposed to it just being a PDF. So you're doing amazing things like we talked about before. But so let's shift from authenticity and impact to more of artificial intelligence. I have to ask, what were your thoughts when AI came out?
My thoughts about AI, and I'm going to say about future media, because right now it's being used for that mostly. So I believe AI is neither good or not. It's a tool. And like any other tool, it depends on how we choose to use it. So in media and storytelling, AI can enhance accessibility, streamline process, and help elevate voices that might otherwise be overlooked. But we must be intentional. We must be leave the authenticity, because this cannot be automated. So at I Am Magazine, we use AI to support, not to replace. I'm going to be clear. To support, not to replace. Because we cannot replace the human soul behind every story. So that's why we share in the magazine, we say we need you to share your own story, your perspective. Start with I am. I am Yadira Gonzalez Muñoz, and this is my story. These are my struggles. These were my victories, and this is why today. And this is why, because the world is craving for realness. And while AI might assist with the how, in our humanity, that gives meaning for the why, or to the why. So I see AI as an ally as long as we lead with heart, with ethics, and intention. The technology serves purpose, and purpose is rooted in love and truth. We have the chance to build a new kind of media, conscious, soulful, and revolutionary. So I think it's good as long as you know how to use it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we always tell everyone, like, we're not here to replace people. Like, there is definitely a purpose for people. Like, we're human beings. We want that human connection. But I will tell you that, like, I'm getting prepared to create a new keynote speech because I'm going to be speaking in November on stage here in Utah. And I've never really put this whole kind of talk together. And I literally just have all of these thoughts in my head that are just like gurgling around in there, right? And my story and all of that. And it's so nice to be able to chat with even just as simple as Chat GPT and just word vomit all over it. And then have it really give me some good pointers out of that and some things that I can turn into slides. And because I have known about this for, I think it'll be about 6 months by the time that I was asked to speak to the time that I am speaking, I can go back to the same chat and just be like, hey, I had a new thought, I had a new idea or a new impression come to me. How do I, bring it into this? But it starts with the human, right? Like AI is not, we don't believe in AIs building AIs. Like that's not cool. We should always have a human piece to it because you can't replace the human. So when you think about the processes that you have, and I love that you admit that you use AI because some people are like, no, I mean, especially for something like the magazine and the personal development and the personal stories that you want to share. How did you decide what to do, what to use AI for compared to the human aspect of it?
Well, probably we use it on the brain.
They don't send over a perfect document every time.
No, my sister does the editing and everything, but we do have the Spanish version too. So with the Spanish version, we also kind of like, okay, correct the grammar, put the comma and the thing and the little tilde, we call it the tilde, and that helps a lot. It does help a lot. But because the magazine is more to reach your human heart, your story, your pain, that AI cannot do that because they don't know how you feel. So that's why we ask, or we do write the story from your heart. It has to be your story from here. You cannot ask AI, write my story because this is whatever, It has to be written from your heart, from your hand. So most of the stories in the magazine, or all of the stories in the magazine, are completely from your own perspective and our own perspective. But for the rest, we do use it. We do use it probably to ask for a nice post for the next magazine, or we do create also we ask help or create a message for a post and that.
Why not?
Why not? But for the rest, it's more important to be more human because it's actually a magazine that is going to be able to be helping people to become the best version of themselves. So we have to be also sharing our best version of ourselves to be able to help them.
Yes, exactly. Oh, it's just such a perfect mix, right? Like we can have you can't have AI without the HI, which is human intelligence. And so I think you're doing it beautifully in what you're doing, and just really owning it and focusing on the stories that matter the most. So, okay, we've talked a little bit about generative AI, meaning like Chat GPT and really kind of simple AI. But if you had an AI agent that was working as like an employee in your business and it could do anything for you, what would you want it to do?
I have never thought about that, honestly. The magazine has been created in a way that, in a design that was asked for. And I say asked for because it was asked after my prayer. Actually, the colors, the name, everything on it was asked for. We did have help for someone creating it at the beginning. As you can see, at the beginning, we were starting. It was not what it was asked and it was not what we wanted. So now we do take care of it ourselves. And I have the doubt of giving it to someone else, Design this, and then I'm afraid these are not the colors. This is not how I wanted to design this. So I'm afraid of letting go that part of the designing. I don't know, probably in the future, but not now.
It's okay. There's different levels of being okay with AI, right? I think most people are okay with Chat GPT at this moment, but it comes as you're experimenting with new things. And as you kind of start asking yourself questions of what do I or my team members do on a regular basis that doesn't really require the heart and the brain of a human being? It's just repetitive tasks that need to be done over and over and over again. That is a perfect place to start with an AI agent. So I encourage you, Yadira, and also everybody who's watching and listening, to really ask yourself that question. What are the things that are repetitive in my business that could be done by an AI? Because not only is it going to be done a lot faster, but you'll be able to have predictable results. Humans are awesome in lots of different ways, but sometimes we mess things up.
Yes.
Right? It's just the human touch. But if you can automate something, and then you have the exact same thing come out every single time. You don't have to train someone, all of that. And we look at adding our AI agents to the employees that you have right now so that you enhance their capabilities and give them more time to focus on the things that are very human importance, right? So I would just challenge you on that.
Sounds good. Sounds interesting. Yes.
Absolutely. I love this. Well, I think your story is amazing. I know we only got to hear just a little part of it, so make sure you guys go and connect with her. Yadira, where can people connect with you about the magazine and you in particular?
Yes, of course. Well, we have our website, which is www.i.m/magazine.com. And yeah, if you want to be part of it, or you just want to be, share your voice, share the story, the power of your story, or anything that you want, just follow us. And of course, on social media, you find me as Yadira Gonzalez Muñoz or I am Jade.
I love it. It's so beautiful. You guys have to get to know this incredible woman. I've known her for several years and kind of watched the things that she's been doing, and powerhouse, just a complete powerhouse. And I don't know if I've met your sister, but I have a feeling she's a powerhouse too. You guys are doing amazing things in this world.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All right. Well, thanks so much for being on the show, Yadira. We really appreciate just the heart that you bring to this conversation. I know it's going to help people who are listening and watching as well. So thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So thanks for tuning in to Mastering AI Momentum, where AI means artificial intelligence, but also authenticity and impact. Because scaling isn't about doing more, it's about building smarter and staying true to what matters most. We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks, guys.
You've been listening to Mastering AI Momentum. If today's episode gave you clarity or sparked a breakthrough, share it, review it, leave us a comment, and show Ali and Elise how you're turning AI into ROI. And make sure you subscribe, because the next episode could be the strategy that unlocks your next level. Until then, build smart, scale fast, and let AI multiply your momentum.